Hi, I'm Tom with the SPB production channel, and in this video I will show you how the object snap functionality works in Open CAD Studio. Open CAD Studio is a free open source native DWG authoring software. So the snap functionality solves the problem of actually using existing point in your drawing. So without the snap functionality, I would not be able to start drawing at this point. But with the snap functionality, I can snap to that point and start drawing there. So for this demonstration, I have prepared this file where this is always example of a snap point and this is the expected result and this is my assignment. So I want to create these two lines from this endpoint to this endpoint, etc. And the snap functionality is enabled by this button, Object Snap. So I have to have it turned on. And what's important, if I click this drop down, there's a setting. And we will go through all of these snap points and I will show you what they actually snap to. So now I have nothing selected, and because this first example is snapping to endpoint, I will enable snapping to endpoint, and you can see that it's enabled by this checkpoint. I will click here, and now if I start a line tool, the snapping points always snap only when a command is started. This is important. So now I'm placing the first point of the line, and if I have my mouse over here, you can see the snap point turning on. It's this yellow sign, and you can see that the yellow it's the rectangle. For midpoint it will be actually triangle. So if I now have this highlighted and click, I snap to the endpoint. Now I will zoom in a little bit here and I will click here and I snap to this next endpoint. I will hit escape to end the line command, and now I will start the line command again, and I can have my mouse here to snap to this point and click. Now I will move my mouse here, and if this point is visible and I click, I snap to the endpoint, and by hitting escape I will end the command. Now the second example is this midpoint example. So I want to create these lines by snapping to midpoints. If I turned on line tool now, and if I hover my mouse here, I can now only snap to the endpoints because I don't have the midpoint enabled. So I will click this drop down, enable midpoint. So now it's enabled. If I click here to exit the drop down, now if I hover my mouse here, you can see the triangle symbol. If I click, I snap to the midpoint. Here is also the example. Here is also the not the example but the triangle, this triangle, and now I can snap to this endpoint. So this is snap to midpoint. Now snapping to centers snaps to the centers of circles. So I will enable snap to center. I will fire up the line tool, and if I have my mouse here and I click here, you can see that I'm snapping to the centers of the circles. So you can see that it's quite easy to create these objects. Now we can continue with the quadrant snap, and quadrant actually snaps to 4 points on the circle, and this is the top point, the leftmost point, the bottommost point, and the rightmost point. So I will enable snapping to quadrant. Now fire up the line tool, and if I have my mouse on, actually now we can see that some of the snap points are more powerful than the others. So now I'm not snapping to the quadrant, but actually to the circle center. So to actually be able to snap to quadrant, I have to disable the center and have the quadrant enabled. And now you can see it's snapping to the quadrant. So this is quite important behavior of the snap tools, that some of them are more powerful than the others and they can override each other. So now I will snap to these quadrants and I will snap to these quadrants. Okay, now here we have got snapping to tangent. So I will again, now I have to turn off snapping to quadrant because that would override the tangent snap, and enable tangent. And if I fire up the line tool and hover my mouse over the circle, you can see the tangent symbol. And if I click here, I'm creating and move my mouse to place the second point. You can see that I'm creating a tangent line from the circle. So here I can actually snap also to tangent direction, tangent snap on this circle. If I click here, I created this line which is tangent to both of these circles. And now I will snap again, tangent here, okay. Now snap to intersection is another important snap point, and this one snaps to intersection of two lines, or a line and a polyline, or line and a circle, basically intersection of two objects. So I will enable this intersection. Now if I fire up my line tool and hover my mouse here, you can see these vector points which should not be there. It's a bug of my current Open CAD Studio version, so hopefully if you are watching this video this is already fixed, but the snap point is there, and if I click, I clicked to the place exactly where the objects intersect, and I can also click here on the intersection, and I have joined with the line these two intersections. Now let's move on with another snap point, and this is combination of perpendicular and tangent. I want to create this line which will be tangent to the circle and perpendicular to this line. So I will fire up my line tool and start as previously with tangent to the circle, like so. Now I want to have it perpendicular to the line, so I will enable snap to perpendicular. It's this one, and if I click here to disable the line, you can see now it's overridden. Oh, actually not. If I move my mouse here close to the place where it would be perpendicular, this symbol shows up, and if I click, you can see that this line is now at a 90-degree angle to this line, and it's tangent to the circle. Okay, next snap point is a bit of a special snap point. It's called extension, and this one enables to basically snap to extended angle from existing line. So let me I will disable tangent perpendicular, and I will also disable intersection and enable extension. Now if I fire up the line tool, I will hover my mouse here and not click and move my mouse away. This creates this temporary tracking point, and if I move my mouse here, you can see that I'm moving on the vector that's extending the line. So if I would click now, I created the first point at the extension from this point, and now I could click second point to create this line. What is important is that you have to create the temporary tracking point, because if I move my mouse here, nothing tracks. But if I move my mouse here, don't click, the tracking point is created there. And I can remove the tracking point by again moving my mouse here and moving it away. The tracking point was deleted. I have not clicked at all, and I can create it again by moving my mouse here, and now it's tracking again. So this is how you work with those temporary tracking points. Okay, and let's now look at the options that the extension offers. If I wanted to create this line at the extension of these two lines, I could use the snap to extension. So if I fire up the line tool and I create the snapping point here, temporary tracking point here, and if I move my mouse like so, now I can create second temporary tracking point. So I have these two tracking points, both of them are active. And if I move my mouse close to where these two vectors cross, you can see that both of them are active and the intersection symbol is on. So if I click, this point was created at the intersection of those 2 points. And now I can click here. I don't really care that it's not horizontal. I wanted to show you this snap point option. Okay, so now let's move on to parallel, where I want to create this line, which will be parallel with the existing line. So with this line. So I will enable snapping to parallel. So it's this snap point. Now if I start a line tool, I will start the first point completely independent of the original line. So I will click here and I want to make it parallel with this line. Now I will again use the temporary tracking point because I have to tell Open CAD Studio which object in my project I want to have this parallel to. So I will move my mouse over this line and move away, and you can see that this temporary parallel tracking point is created. And I can again create it by hovering my mouse here and remove it by moving my mouse there again. So I will actually create this tracking point. And now if I move my mouse here close to the parallel direction, you can see that the parallel vector is on. And if I click, I created the parallel line to this line. Okay, another snap point is nearest, which actually snaps to the nearest point on existing object, and it doesn't matter, it's any point. So if I enable snap nearest and I fire up my line tool, I have my mouse here, you can see this symbol and it's snapping to any nearest point on any on object that is already existing. So actually I can click here and I can click here and I have connected these two circles with a line in basically a random point. It is not recommended to have this nearest turned on all the time because it often overrides other snaps and it can also influence other tools. So I recommend you to enable it only for short times. Now another snap point is snap to node, which actually snaps to the node object. This is pretty straightforward. So if I enable the node snapping and fire up my line tool, you can see if I have my mouse here, the snapping to node is enabled and I will snap also to this node. So this is pretty straightforward. Then snapping to insertion, this snaps to insertion points of blocks or insertion points of text. So these are this point and also on block it's this point. So I will enable snapping to insertion, so it's here. And if I fire up the line tool, I know that the snap point, the insertion point of this door block is here. So you can see again the symbol. If I click here, I created a line with this starting point at the insertion point of this door block. Okay, let's move to the next snap point, which is apparent intersection. This is a bit more complex and I'm using Open CAD Studio 0.7.6, which still has a bug, which if I fire up my line tool and I have got my actually, I will disable snapping to parallel, insertion and extension. So there are not these, and also midpoint. And if I have my standard intersections turned on, it actually snaps to this intersection here where it should not do. If you are using later versions of Open CAD Studio, this would not snap to this, even though they seem they are intersecting. But If I look from the 3D view, so I will rotate my view. You can see the view cube. I'm rotating the view. These two lines, if I look from the top, they intersect, but you can see in the Z value, in the Z axis, they are in a different height. So in fact, in 3D space, they are not intersecting at all. But if I turned on the apparent intersection and fire up the line tool, and I cannot do it in this 3D view, but if I change my view to the top view again, they would now it's snapping to these objects, even though in the Z-axis they are not intersecting, but from my point of view they are. So if I click here, I'm snapped to that point, and if I click here, I'm snapped to that point, and you can see now it works when the standard intersection would not work because they are not intersecting in the 3D space. And in the 3D space it looks like this. The line is projected to my XY plane. So I hope this is clear from the description, even with the current bug in Open CAD Studio. So we went through all of the snap options. This functionality is very useful, and it's at the core of 2D and also 3D drafting. Open CAD Studio is a free open source software, so everybody can use it. If you want to support the project, on the start screen you can click the donate button, which opens up Patreon page of Hakan7, who is the main developer of Open CAD Studio, so you can support the development of the tool from here. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next one.